Good. Yeah, that video, my dad picked it out a while before service started, about a couple hours ago. At first I was a little skeptical, what's really to do with my message, but it makes a lot of sense. I mean, after everything that happened, he can still be happy. He realized, don't take life for granted, as he said at the end, don't. And even though everything that happened, he can still enjoy life, and he can still do what he wants. And, he may have some trouble, but he's made a choice to be happy and just respect who he is. No matter what he can't do, he's still secure in how he is. Today I'm going to preach on about happiness and our joy, and how we just can't let people take that away from us, and how we should feel about ourselves, and just not be so insecure. Because nowadays, a lot of people, they don't take it seriously. You think, oh, life sucks, I hate myself. Life, it's horrible. I just wish I was dead sometimes. But you don't think about it that way. You gotta think about it. You're so much more blessed than people in other countries. I mean, a lot of people whine about life and talk about how horrible it is. They don't count their blessings, everything God has given them. But you think about it, and they have a great life. But they just talk about how horrible life is. There's people in other countries who have nothing, completely nothing. They're starving, go days without meals, but yet for some reason they're still happy and still enjoy life. Like my dad, as some of you guys know, he's been to Ecuador, which is a small country in South America. He's been there a couple times during the past years. And when he goes there, the average salary there for the whole country is $2,000 a year. In the area he was in, it was only $500 a year. And you think about us, we're like, oh, we can't afford anything, we're poor. I think that sometimes, but we're not poor. We have a great life, we have all the stuff we can afford. And he says these people, they make nothing. They barely survive. I mean, to buy food, I guess a pig is like $300 there. That's more than half the salary they make a year. And we don't think about it that way. But the people there, he said, he goes there and they're so happy. They all love God and they love each other, despite the fact they have nothing, They literally have nothing. But yet, they're just so happy about life. And they love each other so much. But for some reason here in America, we don't think about that. We're so blessed and spoiled. But we just want to whine about how life sucks. And, because the world to us, America, Hollywood, they give us a whole image of how we should be. That makes us feel down on ourselves. How we should have the right look. We have to be the best looking person around. We have to be the coolest person, most popular. We have to fit in. Not everyone fits in. I don't really fit in half the time. No matter how hard you try, you can't always be perfect. And the world expects you to be. But you gotta think about it. This isn't our world really anyway. We're just here for a temporary amount of time. We're gonna die one day, and we're gonna go to heaven or hell. We're not gonna be here forever. This is a sinner's world. They can have this world. Because it doesn't matter what they think of us, because we're not gonna be here forever. Who really cares what the world thinks? What they think about us? We should be happy with ourselves and love ourselves. And just be proud of who God made us. And just be so grateful that we are who we are and that we can do what we do. Like the guy in the video, Quincy. He said, don't take life for granted. He was great. He should be grateful he's still alive. He didn't think that would ever happen. Just one day he woke up and he could never walk again. And you think about it, and we don't think about it that way. We like to whine about how it is now. We should be happy God has blessed us. Sometimes things do get hard. But when they get hard, you just have to learn to lean on God. Trust God. He'll make everything right. God won't make any problem insurpassable. You know what I mean? Everything's okay when you lean on God. You don't have to worry about being the coolest person, or if every guy or girl likes you, or if you're like the most popular person around and everyone wants to love you. It doesn't really matter. Because even if it does seem like no one does love you, God does. You have a lot of people who whine, and they say like, no one understands how I feel. No. I'm sure there's a lot of people who feel just like them around the world. Lots of people. And God understands. So you can't say no one understands how you feel. Because you're not the first person in history to ever feel bad or have a bad day. I've had bad days. We've all had bad days. What you do is you get over it, The world ain't gonna give you a tissue. You gotta get over it yourself. Suck it up. You can't just go around life whining about every little problem that happens. You gotta take charge of yourself. Because if you expect the world to do everything for you, they're gonna get crapped on a lot. The world ain't gonna do everything for you. You can't expect the world to be happy for you, to make you happy. You gotta make yourself happy. You can just rely on God to handle that. A lot of times people stress. And stress is not a good thing. It can cause health problems. And no one likes to stress out anyway, People just don't rely on God nowadays. They like to take all these problems and worry about everything. Just like God had. I mean, yeah, You want to, of course, not just lay around and be like, oh, God will handle it. Like, don't have to do anything. I'll lay around the house and eat all day. No, you still have to do stuff. But you don't have to stress about things. Let God handle stress. You know, everything will always be okay. You may think, oh, it's bad for now, but God will make it better. Nothing's so bad it can't get any better. And even if it doesn't seem like it is going to get better, it will. Everything gets better. You just have a positive attitude. So a lot of times, even if it's really not getting better in your outside condition, if you're positive about it, it'll seem like it's getting a whole lot better. You just got to have the right attitude to get through it. You know? You think about people in like third world countries, they don't have anything, but so many times they're just so happy. Happier than a lot of times we are. Much happier. And why is that? I mean, we have everything. You know, I mean, what don't you have that you could get? I mean, yeah, we're not rich or anything like freaking Bill Gates. But we have enough money, we can afford food. I'm pretty sure we all have houses, TVs, video games, stuff like that. Girls get makeup, make themselves look good. We have plenty of stuff.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
In Zach's case, he works to makeup. But you know what I mean? Just if you think about it, why would you want to hold your problems? Which is what we do today. You think you're like that idiot, just let go of your problems. Don't be an idiot about it. Don't stress. But then you get around to do the exact same thing. I mean, think about it. Would you rather have to deal with every mistake you've made in your life and all that past regret every day, or would you rather just forget it and move on with life? Which one? I'm pretty sure every single one is going to say a second. Then why is it that we do not follow the second? We always like to stick to the first. Something bad happens. Oh no, he hurt me. I'm gonna have to hate him forever. No, you let go of your problems. I mean, yeah, we get angry sometimes, we get sad, we feel depressed, but that's just, that's just the way life is. You gotta get over it and move on. We can't worry about people around us. Too many times people, they feel depressed because the people around them are depressed. No, they're not your happiness. It doesn't, how everyone else feels shouldn't dictate how you feel. You know what I mean? Like, if someone I saw was sad and it made me sad, what's the point of that? Is that going to help them at all? Me being sad? It just doesn't make any sense that people have to do that. We like to take other people's depression and make it our own. Blame other people for everything, too. Oh, it's his fault I hate life. I cut myself because of you. No, you cut yourself because you're freaking emo. Get over it. You just gotta let go of your problems sometimes. A lot of people, they say, that's another thing, like I said earlier, they say, you just don't understand what it's like. People understand what it's like. You move on. You don't hold on to the problems. You forget about them. You just don't hold on to everything and take it so literally. You're like, oh, he personally hurt me. I'm going to have to cry now and hate myself forever. No, you move on. Because trust me, if I tried to live by the world standards and try to make other people like me, I think I would hate myself. Look at me. I'm not the best guy in the world, not the coolest guy in the world, not the most popular guy around. But, I love myself anyway, because God says to love yourself. And respect yourself, and just be glad that God made you who you are. And you guys should all be too. You think a lot of girls suffer from trying to be anorexic and the skinniest they can possibly be. Who really cares if all the guys like you? And for the guys who try to be all tough and show off, who really cares if all the girls like you? It's not going to matter one day. It won't. You're gonna die and go to heaven. It's all going to be over. Or maybe not heaven if you don't live that kind of life. You live by the world standards. This isn't really our world. We don't need to worry about it. It's say it's like a road trip. The world's kind of like, it's like a gas station along the way, but a really crappy one. You walk in the bathroom, there's poop all over the place. Somehow the crap got on the ceiling, you just don't know. You walk in, there's cockroaches. That's pretty much what the world is to us. And then heaven's pretty much like that final stop. Say you're going to your family's house on vacation. Or say you're just going on vacation. That final stop is heaven. Or it's just some gas station along the way, really crappy one. And the people who try to tempt us and try to make us live to our standards, they're the big smelly guy behind the counter smoking a cigarette. That's the people of the world trying to get down on us. Kind of like a figure, and you guys laugh at it because it's kind of funny, A crappy gas station, that's what